What's up guys, Rob here from All Tagged Up. This week I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the methods I use to actually target my bucks and kind of watch the deer over the years. And one of the best ways I found has always been using trail cameras. One of the best trail cameras that I've ever tried and used and will keep using for a long time going forward is actually the WiseEye camera. In my hands I got the DC2 model. They also have an MC1 and MC2 model as well. The only real difference in the two cameras is the DC2 has a live feature, so you can actually pull up a live video seeing what's in front of it at any time. Also, the DC2 will send you video footage directly to your phone, so it's a very very convenient tool to have. Aside from using the WiseEye cameras, you got a couple options. You can use a AA battery, which works pretty well. They also have lithium battery cartridges, but my personal favorite is going with the 12-volt battery. I use a lithium 12-volt. I put this sucker in once. Right now it's the end of June. We got about a week left in June. I'll probably be able to leave this until October, November. I may come in September and just switch it out. That way from September right through December, I won't have to switch out a battery once again. So for the whole season, I'm gonna have, coverage with this camera. I won't have to come back in, put my scent around it. It's really convenient for the hunter, for the average modern day hunter. So I'm just gonna give you guys a little setup on how we put this together. The DC2 comes with two antennas. They're pretty easy, you just screw them right on the top. Just like that. Comes with the strap, hooks into the back. You run your strap through so you can put it around the tree, hook back to itself. Now, as I mentioned, you got the two options. First option, you can go with AA batteries, fill it up. The DC2 comes with 2, 4, 6, so 12 batteries to fill it up. Or you can buy a lithium battery pack that you can charge at home. Instead of having to buy replaceable batteries, you can just take it home, charge it up. And then, as I mentioned, my personal favorite would be the lithium 12-volt battery. And it comes with a positive and a negative. It's labeled. You can go to the WiseEye website or your local dealer that sells WiseEye camera gear, and they have packages of different various cords. Some of them have clamps. These are my personal favorite. They stay on, as long as the bears or squirrels don't chew them up, don't eat my cameras, then it'll last right through. So you just take your black to your black, slide it on, just as easy as that, red to red. Then I like to try to get a decent secure ground, something that the battery's not gonna roll down a hill or fall away. Typically with these cords you can buy, I think it's a 3-foot and a 5-foot or something like that. This is the longer version, but I like to try to get it around the tree at least once. It kind of just takes a bit of that slack away and then makes it a little more secure. And then I pick a spot that obviously my cord can reach. And I think right about here is where we're gonna go. Then you just take your WiseEye camera here, and I usually try to reach around the tree, grab my other end. This part's tricky for everyone. I'm sure we all have our little methods of how we get a strap on without having our camera hit the ground and ruin our antennas and whatnot. That right there is my method. So I kind of line my camera up with the field, and I'll give you guys a little view of why my camera is here and what I'm looking at in a second here. But we always usually try to find a little trusty camera stick. The main thing to set in a good camera is your camera stick. Everyone's probably wondering, what the heck's he talking about? So I usually just use a little stick, a twig or some sort, just to kind of make sure I got the perfect angle. And to double check every time, these DC2s have a pretty neat little feature that you hit your setup and it'll actually show you on the screen what it sees. So then I can kind of, you know, get a little idea, right? So right now, I think we're pointing a bit too low. So then I always just do a little bit of a readjustment. Maybe my twig's a bit too big. Look for another stick. And that makes all the difference. Right there. So the camera shows that I've got full service. In this model, you don't need an SD card. I really like that for a reason of, you know, when thieves come, sometimes they don't steal your camera, but they'll take your SD card and they'll just want to see what deer's there or whatever, and whatever thieves do. So no SD card kind of eliminates that possibility. I mean, they could still steal your camera, but at least that's gone. Gives you your date and time and everything else that you need to see. You know everything's working fine. Switch your camera to on, lock it up, and walk away.